And your winners, Port Adelaide.
So that went well. Hello, I'm the GAZ-man, and welcome to me answering for my crimes. That's right, this is my reactions to my predictions for the 2022 AFL season, and by God, they are pretty terrible. Or are they? That Demonic Ritual series got me thinking, just how knowledgeable are the journos that earn a living to know about football? Surely they can't be outdone by an idiot in a shed filming himself on a 3-year-old phone, or indeed the people who tune in to watch said idiot's ramblings. Well, let's find out. I've decided to implement a point system. If you, me, or Cal to me got one right, we get nothing. After all, that's what we're supposed to do, get things right. But for every position we're out on, for each team, we lose a point. We'll apply a positive point system for the 3 main predictions using the FIA model, and if your chosen premier didn't get the job done, well, that's embarrassing. -10 for each week of the final series that they didn't turn up in, and of course nothing if they won, because again, we're supposed to get things right. And spoilers, no one picked the correct premier. Just like last year. Well done. I'm also going to give myself a big gold star if I get the win totals, best and fairest, and leading goal scorers right, because I need that validation after these predictions. So here we go.
18th, North Melbourne.
Yeah, I thought North would be a gimme, and they were. They now join mid-90s Fitzroy in clogging up a hat-trick of ladders, and I don't think they're done. Also, thank God Dodgy beat Stevenson to that rising star, because we would have had a Lewis Taylor situation on our hands. Oh, wait. Now, can we stop here, because I think I know what's about to come next.
17th, Collingwood.
Oh, no! The losses of Sear and Main in particular have me concerned about their defence. Concerned about their defence? Yep, just the most clutch team in the league, winning most games by a handful of points and only missing out in the grand final by 1. And I'm not sure Agent Smith is going to get them the goals up front that they need. Won't get the goals? They scored as much as Melbourne. Why the hell do you even listen to me? I mean, like and subscribe for more quality informed football content? Thank God they didn't win at all.
16th, Hawthorn.
What a weird team. 1 minute Hawthorn look like total dog shit, the next they really take it to the top teams. And oh man, was I wrong about James Sicily. But I'll take being this close, there were a few who saw them being worse.
15th, the Gold Coast.
Could we be living in a world where the Gold Coast no longer needs an Ablett to be not shit? I mean, they were actually good at times, and they did it through drafting well and recruiting unfancy no-names who perform above expectations. I'm so confused right now. Who would have thought a large fridge who pisses on buildings would be a tactical mastermind?
14th, Adelaide.
Adelaide have a range of talented youngsters who will lurch toward 8 wins, win a showdown unexpectedly, and buy time before making the 8 next year. Don't tell me I don't know my boys. Okay, so they had 8 wins, they did win a showdown unexpectedly, and they will make the top 8 next season if 10 teams get bumped out of the league. It was a weird one, and a year that doesn't really bear revisiting, which unfortunately I'm kinda duty bound to. I can't wait to watch these football atrocities again, but if given the choice I'd rather scour my eyes out with steel wool.
13th, West Coast.
West Coast are about to Ken Judge all over the table, wall and floors. Jesus, I'd said they Ken Judge, not Mark Neal. In the immortal words of Krusty the Clown, what the hell was that? What's that bloody noise? Garbage trucks literally pulled up the second I start talking about West Coast. That is hilarious. Okay, Kennedy didn't make it through the year, but he did finish off with 8 in his farewell. And I still stand by that Jared Brander comment. Bet you wish you still had Jared Brander, Eagles fans. But this looks like it's going to be a rough couple of years for the Eagles faithful.
12th, Richmond.
Richmond fans, it brings me no small joy to announce to you all that your dynasty is over. Okay, look. Technically, the Empire has come to an end. I just thought it would be in a sad round 21 loss, not by failing to rush her behind in a final. Either way though, I was wrong. Even without Dusty and Prestia for large portions of the season, they still soared above my predictions. Moving on.
11. Carlton.
Wow, no one saw Charlie Curnow coming, huh? But even he couldn't stop them from stuttering back down the table like a fat kid down a water slide in one of the worst chokes that I've ever seen in my life, which honestly deserves its own video. Let me know if you want to see that. I don't care that Mackay won the Coleman. I still think he's one of the least convincing tall forwards in the league. Honestly, if he gets within 15 goals of this year's Coleman winner, I will straight arm a litre of milk. Dead set. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be straight arming that milk, thank you Harry Mackay, as he again missed easy shots and again missed games, probably to play for North.
10th. Essendon.
This was looking pretty grim until the Bombers realised there was no actual pressure on them and started winning for no apparent reason. I was kind of asked backward on that, actually. They deserved to be even lower, though. They were a complete joke from start to finish. Could be worse, though. I could be coaching them.
9th. Fremantle.
To be fair, though, they were a Hayden Young goalkeeper save away from the lower part of the 8. And what did I say about that forward line? Be solid up the back as they always are. But that forward line's horrendous. I can't see them scoring the points they need to win games. Aha, see, I can be right. 1 in every 100 times.
8th. Greater Western Sydney.
Oh no, not after I said that. Really is more difficult to be wrong than this. Amazingly though, I've been more wrong than that twice in this video. GWS are following the Adelaide plan to a T. This literally is Adelaide post-grand final to a T, so I guess enjoy last place next year, Giants fan.
7th. Geelong.
Geelong have missed the window. They will drop like a stone after round 16 and be lucky to scrape finals. Yep, I know. They only went undefeated from round 16 onwards, making it all the way to the grand final, where they won. Oops. But it could be worse though. Cal Toomey had them 11th. And the scary thing is, I reckon they might back up next season.
6th. St Kilda.
Oh man, this one looked really good for a while until St Kilda just St Killed it all over the front of their jeans. They won't go deep into September, but they'll smack Geelong around in the opening week easily enough. Did I really say they beat Geelong in a final? Oh jeez. They really played their perennial invisible men role absolutely perfectly this season, but even with Ross Lyon at the helm, I've got faith they'll back it up to make finals in 2023, where I've got a very special 150th birthday present waiting for them.
5th. The Western Bulldogs.
Yeah, unlike Florence and the Machine, the dog days aren't over. Oh. God, that was cringe. They were very lucky to scrape the 8 and got bounced after being a long way up against a low-scoring Fremantle in a sudden death final. So 2023 looks a very sink and swim sort of equation for Luke Bottle of Water.
4th. Melbourne.
They've kept within 2 wins of a previous year's win count 8 times in the AFL era, with 0 of those being after the Corio exorcism. They're that volatile. In a way, I was right. Melbourne trended downward, looking nowhere near as convincing as last year. They choked at crucial moments and just looked like an entirely different side from what they were in 2021. Very disappointing and very predictable. They'll really feel the loss of Luke Jackson as well, I feel.
3rd. Brisbane.
The Brisbane Lions, who will become 2022 AFL premiers from 3rd. No, they didn't, stupid man. Aren't young teams in finals contention supposed to evolve over the years? This Lions side looked more afraid than ever under pressure. They weren't even offering contests in big moments during the regular season and were very lucky to get that win over Richmond. Yes, they stood up against the Demons, but they look like premiership candidates for what, like 3.5 games this season?
2nd. Sydney.
Yes, I was goddamn right and I feel so vindicated. At least I had both grand finalists making the 8, a better job than 4 people whose literal job it is to know about football. Admittedly, I didn't predict them getting ground into mulch on grand final day, but they were the 2nd best team, and that's all that counts to me.
And your winners, Port Adelaide.
Yes, you'll win another minor premiership. Well done. Here's your chocolate medal, Port Adelaide. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, that wasn't chocolate in that medal, was it?
Finlayson is an inspired piece of recruiting.
Finlayson an inspired inclusion? Only in the sense that an upturned plug is an inspired inclusion to the anatomy of a foot. To be fair, if you give them the wins from all three of their failed comebacks, plus that lucky Dawson kick in round 3, they knock on the door of the top 4. I'm not the idiot here this time. They are. I swear. Blame them. So how did we go with the other stuff? Not a great record with the leading goal scorers and not super successful with the bests and fairests. Okay. Compared to the AFL journos though, I think I did alright. Horn Francis helped about as much as a broken leg, and Charlie Cameron really was an awful choice. Can I claim I meant Jeremy instead? But no one picked the Coleman winner, no one picked the Brownlow winner, and I was ahead of 4 proper journalists on the table in terms of ladder scores only, and within shooting distance of all but purple. And if it weren't for Collingwood not being total dog shit this year, me and a random ordinary person could have been right at the top. That's pretty encouraging for next year. But what do you guys reckon? Next year I'm hoping to incorporate more of you into this, which should be great fun. And if there's any more sports or leagues you reckon I should give the old guessing game treatment to, then let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching and hearing me out, really, I guess. See you on the next one. Are they gone? Ah, they're still there.